Every day it seems like America is launching the next leg of its imperial campaign, and you have to understand it has no option left. 4 structural failures got them here, and there is only one solution. Free trade gutted the industrial base. Everyone knows that. But that trade was never free. The US was buying from everyone, while China was subsidizing its manufacturers, stealing intellectual property, and locking down supply chains behind the scenes. America did have an advantage, however: the reserve currency. Every central bank in the world holds dollars, which meant the US could borrow at rates no other country could. So it did. And now there's $39 trillion in debt, with over $1 trillion a year in just interest, more than the entire defense budget. And there's no conventional way out. You can't cut spending. 70% of the budget is mandatory before you even start. And you can't touch the military without gutting the enforcement that backs the whole system. You can't tax your way out. The deficit is $2 trillion a year. The increases you need would crush the economy generating the revenue. And then you always hear people say, oh, you can just inflate it away. A third of the deficit rolls over every year. So these new rates would eat you alive before inflation touches the principal. So what do? You restructure the entire global order, redirect oil from rivals to allies, lock down critical minerals, and force your hemisphere into compliant manufacturing terms. You secure every energy source you can get your hands on: oil, gas, nuclear, and point it all at one thing: the largest AI build-out in human history, on American or American-friendly soil, all while denying your rivals the chips, the energy, and the minerals to build their own. The endgame isn't some walled-off Donroe Doctrine fortress that somehow restores this golden era of American manufacturing. The endgame is AI productivity and technology so dominant, the debt stops being the constraint. Once you see the framework, Venezuela, Greenland, Cuba, Iran, Nigeria, Congo, they all start to make sense. And my job is to find ways to position along these supply chains, energy flows, and infrastructure powering this new order. Or the rival ones that prove more efficient in response. This entire thesis is dropping in a long format YouTube video very soon. In the meantime, check out the Substack.